Hey guys, Allie here, and this month we're working on healing our romantic energy fields, the part of ourselves that connects with other people romantically. We can't control the other people in our lives, including our spouse or the person we're dating or the person that we wish we were dating, but we're not dating. Um, all we can control is ourselves. But as we heal ourselves, we shift our own energy fields and attract our exact right partner. This is even true if you're married. Uh, so many people find that when they heal themselves, their spouse, even if they hate this kind of healing work that we're doing, their spouses naturally start to level up as well. Um, oh man, which reminds me of this whole like pet peeve that like, do I talk about this right now? Yes, getting a strong yes about it. I over the years, I've been at this for 10 years now. I've had a lot of women get very frustrated because their husbands are not into this work and they feel like they're leaving their husband behind. They're just transcending their husband. Their husband's not good enough for them anymore. They need somebody a little more conscious and that kind of thing. I'm just gonna say I don't believe in that crap. My husband hates all the stuff that I do and he's not into it. But that's okay. I mean, like, I feel like the true measure of being enlightened is can you be happy with people that aren't enlightened? You know, like, are we really enlightened if we think we're that much more enlightened than other people? Like, I don't think I'm that much more enlightened than my husband. Does he do any healing work? No, he does not. Does he believe in chakras? No, he does not. Like, and guess what? It's fine because that is not necessary for a functional relationship, in my opinion, you know? And so I feel like a lot of times the least enlightened thing that a person can do is cut out everyone else that's less enlightened than them in their life. I just think that's very unenlightened. Like the real test of enlightenment is can you be happy with people that aren't enlightened if you think you're like so enlightened, you know? Um, not that I'm like so enlightened or something, but most of my real life friends are like not into this stuff, and that's fine. And like my husband is not, and it's fine. And if you're feeling frustrated and wish that your husband would get on board, I'm going to invite you to consider doing your own work on your frustration and on your false beliefs that your spouse needs to agree with you on all of these things in order for you guys to have a good relationship. Because I just think that that's not true. Um, that's my opinion. You pray about it for yourself and work with what our creator tells you. But okay, today we're working on our romance energy fields and we're working on the energy of grief. I have a full grief session at alliedoes@classes.com. I'm going to recommend it. I think it's in the fancy membership. So the fancy membership is a great way to save money and work on a whole lot of stuff. You get access to all sorts of sessions for a pretty low monthly cost, and you can just like work on through them. So that, in my opinion, is a really great deal. But yeah, check out the grief session. And today we're working on specifically grief lodged in our romantic energy fields. Oh man, heartbreak, heartache is coming up. The breakups, the despair, that just mourning and loss when we think that we found the one, we found the true love, and then it's not. And then it's taken away from us. Or then we find ourselves embroiled in these terrible situations that just rip our hearts open. That's what we're working on today. And we need to hold some space for that grief energy. We're going to put a time boundary on it. I'm saying 2 minutes. I want us for the next 2 minutes to feel that pain energy. Okay, let's just feel it. Go ahead and breathe and breathe. And I have a timer going on my little phone over here. Keep breathing. We're going to let ourselves feel that grief, inviting that grief to come up and be processed in a time-bounded way. Okay, we're not inviting this grief to come weigh us down for the rest of the day. We're inviting it to flow up for 120 seconds. Sometimes moving around can help the grief move around, like shaking up your energy field like this can shake up where the grief is. I'm hearing if I let go of this grief, it's as if they didn't hurt me in the first place. I have to hold on to it as proof of how serious this heartbreak was. So we're going to download a new understanding that we don't have to hold on to that grief forever and ever. We can honor that we experienced it, that we had it, that the things that we experienced were meaningful and important and life-changing and um, just deeply meaningful. And we can acknowledge the meaning without having to live in a space of grief forever in our romantic energy fields. I just heard like a click and it's like a lock unlocked. It's like, beep. So that's really good. Let's go ahead and tap and just breathe it out. I want to see 3 really big deep breaths. I want to hear them. I'm going to hear them through the screen. Okay. Breathing out old romance, grief. Okay. Another one. A number 3. Breathe it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Tap in. I know how to live without feeling grief in my romance energy field every day. I know how to release the grief out of my energy field. We're going to see angels vacuuming out old feelings of grief from our energy fields, releasing that, releasing that. And putting in light, and I'm seeing them planting seeds. They're planting a flower garden where that grief was. And I'm hearing grief is the fertilizer of joy. And I don't know if you've heard that phrase that like however deep the well of your grief is, like that's how deep you can feel joy as well. So we're like going to flip that grief on its head. That grief gave us a magnified ability to feel feelings in the first place. And now we can fill up that space with joy when it's appropriate. When the time is right for that, we can flip that grief on its head and fill ourselves up with joy instead. And that will feel so much more peaceful and calming and wonderful. Yes, that feels like so good. Okay, breathing it in. Yes, okay. I feel really proud of us, guys. Good job. We have a few more days working on these different energies that have been caught in our system. And then we're going to be doing some other interesting stuff with this energy field. But step 1 is clearing out some of the wounding. So thanks for coming along with me on this journey. Be sure to come hang out on Facebook, Intuitive Healing with Ali Duzette. I would love to hang out with you there. And yeah, thank you. Every time that we heal ourselves, we're helping heal everyone around us. Any little thing that you do for you gives everyone around you permission to heal themselves as well. So you're doing amazing. If you've been following along in this journey and you feel like it's been helpful to you and you have someone that might also benefit, please share this with them. This is how we're going to change the world. We've got to, share our experiences so that the people around us that don't know this work is possible can start choosing into it and start changing their lives and healing their lives as well. It's one person at a time. We all gotta go out and just talk to the person that we can talk to, So thank you guys for being here, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.